This episode of Storytellers is brought to you by these fine companies.
I'm Tucci, and you're watching Storytellers on CompetitionPlusTV. Well, I was doing an event at Piedmont Dragway, and we all had finished the event. Pat Musey, Mark D'Antoni, who I've raced alongside of as an announcer for years, being part of their deal. And I was invited to do the race, and after the race, I had to rent a car. I mean, it was just a big old Continental, and Mark D'Antoni and a bunch of New York guys, friends of his, Joe Mama, they all have nicknames, got in there, and Doug Oaks, I believe it was, and we got in the car to go. And we started heading out, and I don't know much about the place where I was at, actually, the roads and stuff. And alongside of me pulls up identical white Lincoln Continental. So I look over, and behold, there he is, one of my heroes as a kid, Roy Hill. We're at a stoplight. It just changes red. And I said, man, I tell Mark D'Antoni, I said, you know what? I may never got my shot in a pro stock car, but I'm going to whoop his ass right here. And I'm going to take him out of the deal. So I rolled down the window, and this guy does not know me. I've never met him. I go, Roy Hill, Tucci. You can pretend this is the U.S. Nationals. You're about to get your ass whooped when this light turns green. He said, what are you talking about? I said, watch the light. Boom, light comes down. It's green. I'm off, man. I mean, squealing tires in the rental car. I've got him. I know there's a good reaction time there. He's been beaten off the line. And he's coming at me, and I'm thinking, all right, quarter mile. We'll go up to the next light. It probably isn't a quarter, but it's pretty damn close, and there's a big old mall on the left, and I'm going, I'm like, I shut it down. I beat him. I tell D'Antoni in the back seat, who's a many-time champion, I go, did you see that ass whooping Roy Hill just got? And he goes, you better look behind you. And I'm like, Roy Hill's coming full steam in this rental car, and I look in the mirror, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna hit me. I swear, I could feel it, and I had to go back to my 21-year-old, 18 through 21-year-old driving skill. I floored that car, downshifted it, hummed it over to the first light, took a left at the first light into this mall area, and it was, like a frontage road that went around the mall, like you see at all malls, and this guy ain't giving up. He ain't letting up, and he's coming, I mean, within inches of trying to pass me, and I think it's because the cars were so equal that I had to jump on him, and I had to start out driving this man, and I seen a whole bunch of semi-trailers parked, and this is no lie, and they were parked in a row, and there was a gap in the middle of the semi-trailers, and I'm like, you can do this. Just do this. Go over that curb, through the grass, through those trailers, and pray there isn't a semi sitting there or a car at the end of those trailers on the other end. I huffed over that curb, all those guys sitting in that car, and all I see is the white Continental go past me. He missed the turn. I go over the curb, through the trailers, no one on the other end, man. I got through there, and I'm doing donuts in the thing, like not donuts in a tight, but donuts around, like begging this guy to stop. And he's coming up to me, and I look, and this guy's got a gun. This is no lie. I'm going down. I'm like, please, man. Now I'm feared for my life. Not only because we're driving rental cars that we should have smashed and had airbags in our face. He's got a gun, and he's like, the vision comes up, and I can see Pat Musey laughing, holding his gut in the back seat, laughing, bellied over, and this gun is like pointed, and I start saying, I'm going to shoot your ass. I swear to God. So I go, please, just stop. And Pat gets him to stop. I get out. He's got a Roy Hill driving school hat on. I said, well, you got to be cool still, because you just did this with this guy. I grabbed the hat. I go, since I won the race, I get the hat, right? Tucci, right? He goes, he grabs my hand and shakes it. And it was a nice moment. And he goes, grabs me and pulls me aside, goes, I'm going to tell you what. That was a damn good piece of driving you did. Just like that. From there on out, we were friends at events. It was a great thing, and we've been friends from there on out. He always gives me a call every now and then. It's nice to be meeting one of your heroes that way.
Okay, tell me about the day Roy Hill almost whooped your ass.
As you were as a young man, you loved racing. I know by having you in the announcing booth, Bobby Bennett, you come up with stories.
Leave me out of it.
Why? Because we're not friends?
I know.
That's bullshit, man. Yankee, I'm not going to pull out a rebel flag.
Just leave me out.
You see that, Nate? Are you from the north or the south?
Hey, I'm the boss.
See, we got you.
Boss.
Where are you from?
Texas.
Yeah, good. You guys, that's bullshit. You packing a musket? Are you rolling on this shit? Can you believe this? big softball player at 40-something. You know, he's gonna.
50.
Oh, he's gonna be 50 soon.
I'm 50.
We're gonna have the Competition Plus 50 banner with fireworks and the big cake, and have Linda Vaughn jump around or out of it if she's still around.
Beautiful base hit.
There it is. And we started to head for the mall. That.
Hold on. Start over again. Start from the point where you yelled at. Start from the point where you yelled at.
How am I supposed to remember where he yelled out?
I don't know.
Let me just start it over.
Okay.
We were right into it. I apologize. Look at these. They got hillbillies in Colorado.
Take up from the Piedmont Dragway. Okay? Take up from the Piedmont Dragway. Go ahead. Give me just that solo and do it loud, hard, just balls to the wall. Give me the Tucci burnout.
Coming to the puddle. Oh, check it out! A beautiful smoky burnout!
That's it. All right, now.
You feel that? Look at, I'm getting goosebumps on my old skin. I'm telling you.
Goosebumps on my nuts.
That's all right. Those are southern nuts.
That's right. Southern balls.